How many bitches asked you first? How many bitches you slept with?
Hold on. Can I finish?
How many bitches asked you that? Just
How many
answer that
bitches does it
question.
take to get to the set of
0?
No, for me, it's every bitch that's ever asked me that because I would never ask a woman that because I don't give a fuck.
Niggas be asking that shit all the time. It's none of your fucking business.
Okay, let me say this thing under to clear up a lot of the little things that you're saying, right?
You deal with wax, nigga.
Hold on, man. And that's the point. A tri-relationship is reserved for people that deserve it. This ain't for some fuck nigga who wanna just fuck bitches and play Xbox and take your car. He is not a tri-relationship person.
But hey, that's also a whack response though.
Why?
Because if you're gonna fuck with a dude and he asks you how many, like that's not some shit I would ask.
No, whack niggas ask shit like that.
But that's still a whack response. If you're gonna fuck with a dude, he asks you how many dudes you've been with, why would you not tell him?
You can tell him, but honestly, when I get asked that question, I'm kind of taken aback. Like,
So you lie?
no.
What you
But
say?
I
Don't ask me
honestly
So
that.
how many niggas you
You just said your response would be it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah,
Like,
hey,
why
but
would
for
you
real
not
though,
be
how many
honest
niggas you
about
done fucked though? For real?
Yeah.
I feel like you
Is that a
lying.
lot?
No, it's 12.
It's 12?
Kind of. I'm 26.
What the fuck?
I didn't start fucking until I was 17 though.
You know how many million people it is in the world?
I didn't start fucking until I was 17.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Coronavirus though.
It's a lot. I didn't start fucking until I was 17 and I was in like a 5-year
Do you care how many dudes?
relationship.
How many?
That doesn't bother me.
Thank you.
But it's other people that it bothers. Like when people ask
Okay.
me, I won't lie. But then like
Check
when
it out.
people act like that's a lot high number.
She's giving.
She
Like,
gives
when people
big
say-
answers.
man.
Yeah.
It's a
Like,
diamond for
straight
real.
up, people be like
Shout out to
3.
Diamond around this
3.
bitch.
It should be like 3. I'm like, I'm a grown bitch.
Hey, this ain't no
Three.
cubic zirconia around this motherfucker, nigga.
My only point, and I'm gonna
Diamond, full of clay.
I'm gonna shut up. My only point though is that if a dude asks you that, right?
I hate that question.
Right. If
I
you
eat that for
question-
breakfast.
You hate that question, but if you're deciding whether you want to fuck with this dude or not, and he asks that question and you're like, fuck it, he's lame, then just don't fuck with him.
I
But don't lie to him.
I've never lied, but I don't lie because also
Big
you
dog.
don't know if he's lame because whatever his reasoning
That's
is.
a lame question.
But it is a
lame.
lame question, but whatever his
I didn't
reasoning,
say he
there's
wasn't
no
lame.
dumb
I'm saying he may
questions.
very well be lame.
Check me out though.
Listen.
Just like he just said, right? How you said I hate that question, right? Let's say I'm talking to a
She
young.
gave me the evil eye. Look at you.
Let's say
I just know what I want to say.
Hold on.
I'm trying to
Hold on.
remember.
Let's say I'm
You gonna
talking.
freeze frame that.
Trying to
Let's say I'm
remember.
talking to a young lady, right?
Freeze frame
And
that.
she asked me a question that I think is a question that I hate. I'm immediately never gonna fuck with that bitch. Why don't women
Really?
do that? Yes.
No, because listen. This is what I was trying to say. My answer, your response to my answer. First of all, okay, that's a lame question. Whatever your reasoning for asking it, I don't know your background. Cool. You might be thinking, first of all, my name is Diamond. So niggas, there's reasons.
They
you
think
might
you
ask.
be popping that pussy on the
Right.
handstand.
So, but real quick. So when I tell you, it depends on how you respond. I have dated somebody who was like, bro, that's ridiculous.
Okay,
And
so
at-
it's not the question, it's how he
it is
responds to
still
your
the
answer.
question, but then the
Because I'm
response
gonna
is
ask you
really
this,
how I'm
because
gonna
you
respond
gotta
to you
do-
later. Like,
because if you
bro,
gotta do-
12
I
is a
swear to
lot.
God,
Like,
I
I'm a
wanted to
grown
shut
ass
up. I
bitch.
wanted to shut up, but this is interesting to me.
No, I'm
So
cool.
so if you have a guy you're like, yo, this is the perfect dude. I like everything about him, and he asks that question, is that automatically a deal breaker for you?
Not it's the answer.
It's how he
answers it.
responds to you.
If he acts like I'm a hoe because I slept with fucking
Okay, I feel you. I respect that.
more than 10
I
dudes.
don't.
Because you say it's a whack question, but it's not a deal.
It depends on how it's a whack question, so I'm already,
Right.
And then if you're like, oh, you didn't sleep with just 3 dudes? Like,
No, but if
You
he
mean I
asks
wasn't
you-
gonna be here first?
but a lot of dudes straight up was like, if you say that, then you gotta times it by 3. So I'm like, nah, bro, I'm
Honey,
telling
I'm
you the
asking.
truth.
How many niggas is you
But
be
if he
smashed?
asks you and you say 12 and he's like, oh, okay, cool, and then he never says it again, you're cool.
I'm cool with that, but that's never happened to me ever in my life.
For real?
Alright,
This is what I
guys.
was just about to say.
You get this nigga all
Listen,
hyped.
I was just about to say, this is why I hate your answer. Because you hate the question.
I do hate the question
And that's why the question should be a deal breaker.
because I understand
Why it shouldn't be a
because
deal breaker?
my name.
Who
Like a
give a
lot of people
fuck?
straight up ask me, they're like, "Is that your?"
See, it's almost.
I usually
Oh.
look like a bad bitch.
Is that
So
so-
normally people be like, "Bruh, what you be doing?"
It's the same thing when people mispronounce your name. It's like, if you have a mispronounceable name, you have to leave a little leeway in case a motherfucker mispronounce your mispronounceable
Somehow
name.
some people call me
When you
Diamond
see a dolled up lady named Diamond, you might be like, how many niggas
with
you
a
fuck?
Y.
All of that
My name's
is
spelled with a Y.
irrelevant, yo.
So it says Diamond
Listen, I'm
with
just
a
playing
Y.
devil's advocate.
No, I get it. I get it.
Y'all ain't giving it to me, though.
I get why people would ask. So it's not an immediate deal breaker, but it's immediate like,
Okay.
oh,
But
you kind of
what
make
I'm
me
saying,
queasy, bro. What the
Even
fuck
though
you
you
got
agree
going
with this
on?
over there, Anon, what I'm saying is the fact that it's not a deal breaker is a mistake.
I get that.
And the reason that it's a mistake is because you hate the question. If a woman asks me a question that I hate,
Such as?
let's say I hate that question.
But what's an example
How
of a
many
question
women you
you
been
ask?
loving?
Because there's not a question that's a deal breaker for me off rip. It kind of depends. I might not like the question, but your answer is more of, like, if people ask me who you vote for, like, I don't like that question. Don't fucking ask me that shit. But it depends on your answer how I'm gonna respond, and I'm not gonna talk about that because we don't talk about
Yeah, we don't
a deal breaker question or a deal breaker thing that a woman can say to me is especially if I don't know her, if she says something about wanting to meet my daughter.
That's a deal breaker. You just cut her off and don't talk to her.
Done.
But that's most girls think that's what you're supposed to say.
Cool. I don't give a
We
fuck.
need a new normal.
I got the same thing. I'm gonna hold you to the same
We
standard. I
need
just
a
said,
new
Go ahead.
normal.
if you say you'll never meet my daughter because I don't want you to, and then she says, "All right, that's cool," it's still a deal breaker. Because what she said was, "I agree."
No, I didn't say that, buddy.
It's
I didn't say that, buddy.
But you said the question is a deal breaker.
Do what?
You said her asking about meeting your daughter would be a deal breaker.
I didn't say that, buddy. I said
Why did you
her saying she wants to meet my daughter, not like if she says like I want to meet your daughter. No matter what she says to me as the answer is a deal breaker. Yes,
But that's not a
I'm
question.
saying
But
okay.
she
So if
said
you're
that statement,
if you're holding me
he's
to the
just
same
dumb.
standard of her as her, if she's saying, "Oh, that's cool," I don't give
I
a
would
fuck.
he would be like,
it's
"Oh,
a
I
deal
want to meet
breaker.
your daughter." He would just not text her
Just
back.
saying that alone is a deal
Yes.
What if she texts you back on some other shit after? Would you text her back?
No, we will be done talking, is what I'm saying.
Word.
And the reason that it's a deal breaker, just how she said, well, if he says cool and then he never bring it up again, her response was, that ain't never happened to me before. Because when the question is
Yeah,
whack to
exactly.
you,
That's true.
a whack motherfucker asks that question. Even if they only whack to you.
Word.
So
You
just
gotta
asking the question, let me know I don't need to fuck with
When
you.
someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Exactly. So that's why I keep saying she wrong. Because when you
Big
hear
circle, but when you
yeah,
got back
when
to
you
that,
hear
that
it
was
like,
pretty
nigga, I
dope.
don't like
I'ma
people
bring
who
cliches back now.
because only a whack person that I at least don't vibe with asks questions like that.
That's true.
I disagree with you here, but
No,
It ain't nothing to disagree
you
with.
can't.
No,
You
I disagree
can't.
with
That
you
was
because
pretty dope.
you're saying that by just them suggesting they want to meet your daughter would be a deal breaker.
Well,
but if you had said you're not gonna never meet my daughter, and they said I understand completely cool, but I still want to.
But you're dwelling
you're
more
gonna
on the
cut
question
them off at that
than
point.
the
100%.
That makes no
Because
sense to me.
You're dwelling
I
more
get
on the
that,
question.
and it don't have to
It
make
just
sense to
leans
you.
into him.
But that's my point: is that
Exactly.
you
It
judge a
leans into
motherfucker
him.
off you, because you finding out if you gonna vibe with that person. That meaning nothing to you and don't make sense to you. That's irrelevant because it's me. I don't want to deal with a woman who would ask me questions about seeing my daughter that I don't propose to her. I just don't like that.
But again, that's what means to him.
Exactly.
I just
That's
asked for an
me.
example.
And that's what I always say with
That's
life,
pretty
man. You
dope
live them by your rules.
Exactly.
It
Don't
might
ask me
not
shit
fit
about
for
my
you.
motherfucking
It might
daughter.
not fit for
But-
you.
But a lot of people ask that question because they feel like they're supposed to.
Good.
They feel like-
Exactly.
they
And
feel
she's
like
right.
You want them to ask you that.
And I
question.
completely agree with that.
But what
I
I-
don't give a fuck.
I liked his support. I like his support. How I ended my shit. He said, like, it's never happened to me. He said, you said what would happen
And
if
it's
they
never
never
happened.
brought it up to me, and that's true. It's never happened. They never not brought it up. And
All right, but what else we get, guys? What else we got?
Valid question. If it had happened and he asked you and you said 12,
But I knew it would
It
have
always
never
keeps-
happened.
it always keeps coming up.
And it's because, like, I just feel like there's a certain mind that mind is the mind that asked that question. The first thing she said, you
that
said,
mind.
when she said that, is you said, I would never ask nobody nothing like that.
Yeah.
And would you?
No, sir.
And y'all two niggas are my best homeboys.
No,
Why?
sir.
If y'all was with
We don't
niggas
ask-
that would ask questions like that,
You
y'all
want
not
me.
the type of niggas I could vibe with.
When someone shows you who they are, believe.
them.
I'm telling you, the lessons in cliches get lost because they're cliches.
Yeah, but that's
and they're
true.
cliches because they were probably said by stupid people
Exactly.
who don't know what they saying.
No doubt.
Them motherfuckers is true.
They're true.
You just
and
gotta
they
use them.
existed before we was even born.
That's how we know
we
they
even
were.
say like the nice guys finish last.
Mhm.
That shit was being said before we was born. Cause that shit is true.
That shit is
You
true.
go around being nice, especially as a man, you gonna have a hard life.
Woo.
No bullshit.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Exactly. Niggas got it
It's
back.
not just a nigga, but that's women too.
Oh, women will have a really hard
You
life if they go around
cannot,
being
period.
nice.
You cannot get to the top without stepping on somebody, and it's a terrible
All right.
thing.
I got a new question, Dymond.
Give it to me,
Got an
ma'am.
answer.
Why don't women take responsibility for their
Anything.
actions?
Oh, sorry.
I think it depends on the person because I know that I have had problems doing it, but I've been doing better. Like, I have apologized to almost everybody. I know what I do wrong. When I try to talk to somebody, I always try to say what I do first.
How long? You didn't do it when you was describing that nigga earlier. You said, "I was having your last relationship." Well, this nigga wasn't shit for 3
I
years.
didn't
ask you
say
a
he
question
wasn't
about
shit.
him.
I could have said so much shit.
How much do you care about your ex-boyfriend today?
I mean, you know that whole thing, I love you, but I don't like you.
If he died, would you cry?
We were talking about, you love somebody, but you don't like them.
So
don't
you
have
still
to like
love
them.
him?
Like, if something happened to him and he got murdered.
If he got corona.
If he got corona, that shit would be devastating.
Do you still love him?
I love him.
I love your answers, man. The only answers that
Don't
you
throw
give
away
me
the baby with the
that I
bathwater.
don't love to
But
me,
I mean, it's
and I'm
my
not trying to be
truth.
sexist.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's just because you're a woman, and I don't mean it that way. I'm not trying to be
It
sexist.
still makes me laugh.
Because it's like you're answering the questions beautifully for a woman. And I don't mean it in
I
a bad
expected
way.
so much
I
less.
mean it as like, no, I know her personally. But I mean it in a way of like you're doing a good representation, and the things that I feel like we don't see eye to eye on are just the differences between men and women.
There we
I'm not
go.
saying that you're
There we
wrong
go.
or you fucked up. I'm just saying it from a differences standpoint. Because
I think
be
I'm
feeling
the
like
most manly aspected.
See, but that's the problem.
out there.
It's called manly or womanly.
when it's really
Masculine.
logic.
Exactly,
I mean, it's no, fuck you.
That's logic.
I feel like masculine. I have masculine tendencies.
Because
in
they
my
give
thought
into niggas,
process.
man. Exactly. It's just the right way to live. Shit, you know that men's supposed to be sitting down on the toilet to piss? But we've been told all our
I've
life,
been talking
you
about
gotta
that on-
stand up and
I'm
hold
talking
your
about
dick.
that on the podcast so much.
But if you sit down to pee, it's like, oh, you're a woman. Look at you. Get up, girly man.
Yeah.
Stop
I've
putting men and women
always
shit
said-
on how shit's supposed to be.
I've
man.
always said it would always make more sense for men to sit down when they pee.
I don't have any aspect on that. I don't have a dick, so
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
have any thought.
If you
process.
saw a man
I
go to
can't
the
even
bathroom
tell
and say, what you doing? I'm peeing. That nigga sitting down.
I mean,
legs
have you
crossed.
ever seen a nigga with a hard dick? They usually sit down when they pee.
A nigga with a hard dick.
Sit down when
I
they
have-
Never seen him.
I'm saying,
I don't recall.
my like whole life like flashed before my eyes and shit.
Did
Like,
it?
a nigga with a
Like,
hard dick sit down when he pee.
No dick.
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
I
for
just
real,
so
bro.
when you
Even if
get
you
hard,
see-
do you sit down and pee
I don't typically pee
I'm about to
when
say I
my
don't do
dick
it.
is
in the
hard.
morning?
I like
in the
waiting
morning
out.
when you wake up.
I'll usually